So here in the percent equation, it's taking the words as you see them and you write the equation from it. For example, if I say 40% of 72 is what number? %of 72 is what number? As you read this, write the equation. How do you write 40%? You write what? You could say 40 over 100, but let's do decimals. I mean, after all, we get to use our nice little friend, the calculator. He loves the decimal. He doesn't like the fraction. He likes the decimals. You want decimal? Do decimal. What's 40% as a decimal? 0.4, you say 0.40 if it makes you feel better. I just want you to be happy, right? How do you translate the word of? That's multiplication. How do you translate the number 72? Should just be 72, right? How do you translate the word is? Equals. How do you translate what number? X. Oh, in goodness, you have an equation. If you can't solve this, well, I should probably edit this out. You need to get X by itself, right? How do you get X by itself? Isn't X already by itself?
Yeah.
So what do I need to do?
Just multiply those two numbers.
Multiply those two numbers. So, coming here, why do I keep doing that? So 0.4 times 72, 28.8? Perfect. So 28.8 is equal to X. And we're done. So I want you to think about this. Whenever you go discount shopping and you see what is the percent off, okay? If it's 40% off, what's 40% off of 72? Because my wife will ask me this question. And I really want to tell her, you can do the math, but to save time and to, not argue, I just give her the answer. It's just doing 40% times 72, 0.4 times 72. I don't even look at this as 0.4, I look at this as 4 times 72, because I like that better. If I know it's 4 times 72, I then have to pay attention to where does my decimal point go, because I could do this by hand if I need to. Okay, I could say this. What is the answer here? 32% of what number? 32% of what number is 105? Take the words you see and write the equation. How do you translate 32%? 0.32. How do we translate the word of? Multiplication. We translate what number to be what? X is becomes equals, and then of course 105 is just 105. Do y'all agree? If we clean this up a little bit to make it look more like the equations we're used to seeing, this is 0.32x is equal to 105. And how do you solve this? By dividing. And what you're going to find out is that if you don't know how to solve these and you say, I'm going to subtract 0.32, you will end up with an answer that makes 0 sense. So you're right, I need to divide by this coefficient, which is 0.32. So x is equal to, let's see, 105. Now before I get an answer here, should my answer be more or less than 105?
Less.
Less. More. Okay, just let's see. What usually follows the word of, the part or the whole? So this right here is the whole amount, and this is supposed to be the part, right? 32% is not all of it, is it? 32% is a smaller portion, right? So that means the part is going to be smaller than the whole amount. So my answer here better be more than 105. So 105 divided by 0.32. So if I'm going to round this to the nearest hundredth, I get what? 328.13. So we'll turn this into approximately equal to right there. So let's think about this. 105 out of 328.13, that'll give me 32%. Now, just so that you know that I'm not lying to you, I want you to redo this and set this up using the proportion, the percent proportion. Remember, the percent proportion says this. It says take the part to the whole, and that is your percent out of 100. That's what it says, right? So what is your part to whole? This is the tricky part. You got to read and be very careful. What's the part? We've established the part as being 105. What's the whole? We don't know. We're going to assume we haven't just done the problem, right? Your percent is 32 out of 100. Okay. Notice that whenever I do the percent proportion, I take the 32% and I make this 32 out of 100. That's the same as the 0.32. And when you do the cross products here, this cross product gives you 10,500. The other cross product gives you 32x. When you divide by 32, guess what you end up with? 10,500 divided by 32, it gives you that same decimal. 328.13 approximately. So it doesn't matter if you use the percent equation or the percent proportion. You still get the same answer as long as you do everything correctly.